world of math, there are numbers constantly being released and organized. This constant stream of information is called data, and it is one of the forms of math that can greatly impact our daily lives. Data can be organized into many different kinds of plots. The first one of these plots is called a dot plot. A dot plot is a way to visually represent data on a number line. Say that you're doing a project on the average number of hours teens spend on the internet. You have this data here that tells you each individual response, and you want to condense it in a way so that you can quickly tell the frequency of each data point. You would then use a dot plot, which does just that. We can now determine that the mode of the data is 5 hours. The second plot that can be helpful is called a histogram, also known as a data frequency table. This plot is also useful in determining the frequency of certain ranges within your data. If you decided to measure the height of fig trees in your neighborhood in feet, you would use this. If this was your data, you would break the range up into 9 groups of 2. Then you would calculate the frequency of a certain height within a data group and put it on the graph. It should look like this. Third plot that can also be used is called a box plot, also known as a box and whiskers plot. This plot provides a visual for the key features of data such as mean, median, minimum, and maximum. To create this plot, you must first find the median, Q1 and Q3 of the data. To find the median, you arrange your data from smallest to largest. Then you cross out data points from either end of the section, moving closer to the middle. The last term that remains is the median. To calculate Q1 and Q3, you divide the data into 2 groups. For Q1, you find the median of the first group. For Q3, you find the median of the second. To plot these features, you put them on a number line along with the minimum and maximum. The median, Q1, and Q3 are all connected, forming the box. The minimum and maximum support either side, establishing the whiskers. These 3 plots help identify center, shape, and spread. First, we'll talk about center. To know how to find center, you must know how to find the mean, which is found by adding up all data points and then dividing them by the number of data points that there are. The next concept we'll be talking about is called shape. Shape is best shown on a dot plot. The first type of shape is unimodal, or normal. It is symmetrical and it looks just like this. The next shape is skewed left. It is not symmetrical and it has a tail on the left. The next shape is skewed right. It is the opposite of skewed left and it has a tail on the right. The next shape is bimodal. This data has 2 humps on it. The final shape is uniform, which has straight line data that looks like this. Next, we'll be talking about spread. One of the ways to find spread is to find the standard deviation. The spread calculates how far each point is away from the mean. These are our data points. We're going to make a table to better organize them and to help us find the spread. This is the equation for mean standard deviation. These are what the variables represent. First, we're going to find the mean of our data points. Then we're going to put our data points into the graph and subtract them by the mean. Then we're going to put the absolute values in. Then we'll find the mean of the absolute values. The mean of our absolute values is 2.4, so that is the mean standard deviation, which is also part of the spread. Another way to find the spread is through inner quartile range. Inner quartile range is found by subtracting Q1 from Q3. This is the formula. We already talked about how to find Q3 and Q1 before, so this will pretty much be simple if you use these data points. Your inner quartile range is 6.